Beauty is fleeting. You can't stay in your prime forever. Stop using your seduction to get a man, because 10 times out of 10, it ain't gonna be the right man. It ain't gonna be the man that loves you for you. It's gonna be a man that's gonna look at you to fulfill his sexual fantasy. Hey, welcome back to Supernatural Lifestyle. Right now, we're in the middle of a series. It's called Are You for Sale? And when I talk about selling your soul, I'm talking about spiritual prostitution. It means devoting your life to corrupt and unworthy purposes. Whenever you exchange the divine purpose of your life for worldly gain, that's spiritual prostitution. And today, we're talking about BBLs. This is part 3 of our Are You for Sale series. So ladies, let's talk about it. A BBL is an external band-aid for an internal problem. The BBL is not the issue. It's an internal issue. See, because the BBL is the fruit. I want to talk about the seed, what's causing you to feel insecure. And as women, we tend to have a lot of insecurities, and a lot of those are created by society, how society views and objectifies the woman. So let's talk about it. Why do you feel insecure? Why don't you feel pretty enough? Why don't you feel good enough? What is the root cause of your self-doubt? What's making you doubt the workmanship of the Creator? Because you were wonderfully made. Why are you trying to meet the standards of a society that sexually objectifies you and puts you in a place to sexually objectify yourself? These are the questions that you have to ask yourself as we look at the root of why you would even want to get a life-risking surgery that women have died getting. See, it's not about the BBL. The BBL ain't the issue. Your heart is the issue. The Most High Yah searches our hearts, and He knows the intent of our thoughts. So what's the posture of your heart? And the truth is, you have an idolatrous heart. You relegate your worth to a body image, to a body type. So yes, let's talk about your idolatrous heart, because that's the issue. You have made your physical appearance an idol to you. And how I know that is because why else would you be willing to sacrifice your life to obtain a certain image? The BBL reveals the game of seduction that you plan to get a man, to get attention. It's all about you. You see how the focus is all on self. It's all about your plans for your life, what you can get out the deal. It's all self-serving. You're not worried about what's pleasing to the Most High. It's all about you because you have an idolatrous heart. You will know the tree by the fruit it bears. And like I said, the BBL is the fruit that exposes your idol, that exposes your need for validation, that exposes your need for attention. Stop relegating your worth to something that's fleeting. Beauty is fleeting. You can't stay in your prime forever. Stop using your seduction to get a man, because 10 times out of 10, it ain't going to be the right man. It ain't going to be the man that loves you for you. It's going to be a man that's going to look at you to fulfill his sexual fantasy, a sexual object, because you objectify yourself. See, you teach people how to treat you. And when he don't love you like you need to be loved, when he don't give you the affection like you need to have, you going to wonder why. Let's be real about it. Let's talk about the seed of discontentment. How you're not satisfied with the body that Yah gave you, that He blessed you with, that He created you to have. Another seed is covetousness. You see what somebody else got and you want it. You envy other women. You're trying to compete with other women. If you're an older woman, you're trying to compete with the younger woman. You're trying to stay in the game. You're trying to stay relevant. Trying to stay relevant to a society that looks at your body type as a trend. Now here you are, conforming to society's fake beauty standards. And this is the fruit. But the seed is your idolatrous heart. So check the posture of your heart. You will never be enough for a society that don't value you anyway. Why are you on the devil's assembly line, getting put together like a sex doll? Women are dying getting these BBLs. They're dying for vanity, and that's the cost of vanity. What it look like, you dying, getting the BBL. What that look like, leaving your children behind because you are selfish, because you have a selfish heart. See, this is self-focused. This ain't about just the insecurity or confidence. This is about you. You are self-centered. You're willing to die for vanity. But it's time to get off the devil's assembly line. And it's time to love yourself, because the devil ain't sold you nothing but but a fantasy. See, a BBL won't fix your self-esteem. A BBL won't fix your insecurities. What the devil ain't told you is that one surgery opens the floodgates, and then here you are with body dysmorphia. Now you think your nose too wide. Now you think your skin too dark. Now you think your ears too big. He got you in a perpetual state of not feeling good enough. You're going to always try to find that perfection, and that's the trap. But it's time to see yourself the way the Creator sees you, not how the devil sees you, because he sees you with hatred. And right now you hate yourself. You don't like yourself. And the Most High ain't pleased with that. Yah loves you. You were awesomely and wonderfully made. But you got to believe that. So you just can't be told something. You got to believe it. Because at the end of the day, it's not how I see you, it's how you see yourself. This is why it's important to know who you are, because when you don't know who you are, the devil can proposition you and use you for seduction. You got to know who you are, because it's all a fantasy. It's not going to make you confident. You get superficial confidence. It's all a fantasy, because real confidence is in knowing who you are. But the devil, all he can give you is pride. He just going to give you his pride. That's it. He going to make you haughty. He's going to make you conceited. And that pride, you better watch that pride. Pride is like a flammable liquid, and the devil wants to douse you with pride so he can set you on fire and destroy you, because pride comes before the fall. It's all a fantasy. That's why you have to rely on praise and admiration and compliments to feel good about yourself, because you really don't feel good about yourself. Because when you really like yourself, you don't need the validation of the world. When you already feel beautiful, you don't need the validation of the world. You know who you are, right? But vanity will never satisfy you. Vanity will never fill those voids. It just leads to an addictive attachment where you get addicted to the attention. You get addicted to the admiration. It's like a drug. You getting high off attention. The way you can seduce men with your body is like a high. All the compliments you get from other women, it's your high. But what happens when the high fades? You realize that it can't satisfy you. You realize that you're still not fulfilled, that you're still not satisfied, and that you still don't feel loved. Don't allow insecurity to rob you of your authenticity. As women, we all have moments of insecurity, but don't stay there, because the devil wants to break your mind. That's why we have to cast down imaginations, those reasonings and conclusions, those concepts, those lies, those seeds that the enemy plants in our minds to make us doubt ourselves, doubt our beauty, doubt our natural visage, and ultimately doubt our Creator. Cast down those lies telling you that you ain't good enough, because if you don't, your belief system is going to become infected. And the belief system that's infected will produce corrupted behavior. There is power in your belief. Belief shapes identity. So what you believe about yourself will dictate how you act, how you think, and how you reason. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. It's about how you see yourself. Stop prostituting yourself to the devil. Learn who you are and stop settling for the devil's fantasy. It's time to discover your inner beauty. It's time to take the focus off you. It ain't about you. The purpose of your life is to esteem the Heavenly Father, not you. Vanity and self-worship, that's the devil's play. You need all of these external things to feel worthy, because truth be told, you don't love yourself. Get off the devil's assembly line and allow Yah to teach you how to love yourself. It's time to throw away your idols. Stop idolizing a man. Stop idolizing attention. Stop seeking validation. Because again, the BBL ain't the issue. It's your idolatrous heart. You need a renewed heart and a renewed mind so you can be the woman that Yah created you to be. So that's the message. And I hope that it resonated with you, to make you consider what your life is really worth, what your soul is worth. It's time to throw away your idols and love yourself. Thank you for watching, and also thank you to everyone who has subscribed. Now, if you haven't subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay notified on when I drop part 4.